guys, welcome back to the vlog. As many of you know, today is January 28th, 2018. And today is 4 years since Diego asked me to be his girlfriend. 4 years ago today, he asked me to be his girlfriend. January 28th, 2014. And we had a nice day planned today. We wanted to go to lunch and just spend time together, just hang out, me and him, because we haven't had a lot of time to spend time together. And today was supposed to be our day, but unfortunately things got canceled. So yeah, but things happen, so I'm gonna go with the flow. Look at him, he's just outside on the phone ignoring me on the most important day of our lives. Kidding. I don't care. He's going back into the store. So Diego went back into the store. I don't know for what. He was on the phone and then went back into the store. But anyways, while he's gone, let's have a chat. So when Diego and I met, we met on January 8th, and I remember this because it was a strange day. January 8th, 2014. So it only took him like 20 days to ask me to be his girlfriend. So we met over Twitter because this girl that I knew from soccer, we followed each other, and she retweeted one of my tweets, and I guess he followed her, I guess so, and and he saw my profile, and he followed me, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, sure, why not, I'll follow back. So it said that we had like mutual followers, so I was like, okay, so I'll follow back, why not. And I started, like 10 o'clock, you're tweeting like nothing to do, like super bored. And this was back in 2014. I was like, I was 15 years old. So I was like tweeting saying like how bored I was and someone should DM me, like let's be friends or something like that. And that like night too, like he will be favoriting it, like favorite my tweet, favoriting them. And it was like, what the heck, you're a little strange, why are you favoriting my tweets? And then he will start subtweeting me saying, you should DM me. And I was like, is this for me or what? Like, I was a little confused. Of course I thought he was cute because I had the picture, but I was like, what the hell? Like, why is this for me or not? And you're favoriting my tweets. And he was saying like, oh, you should DM me, I'm bored too, or something like that. And I was like, okay, I'll DM you. And I literally DM'd it and I said, hey, with a little smiley face. And he said, hey, back. And then I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, nothing, I think he said just chilling or something like that. And he was like, how about you? And I was like, same, nothing to do. And then he fell asleep. So he didn't reply to that message. And I was like, okay, cool, nothing's gonna happen. Like, I was like, I didn't even think about it. Like, you know what? I just like let it go. And I was like, nothing's gonna happen. And then the next morning, I like obviously didn't think about him anymore. I was like, that's it, like we're never gonna speak again. I thought wrong. He messaged me and he was like, hey, good morning. And I was like, what? Like, you messaged me back? And yeah, from there on we started talking every day. And then until I found out he had a girlfriend like that week. Well, they weren't together, they were on a break, and I honestly didn't like think much that we were just gonna be friends. Like, honestly, I just saw him as a friend for the first like week. I was like, we're gonna be friends, that's it. And then he's like, well, yeah, I have a girlfriend, but we're like on break right now, like she just says she needs some time and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, okay, like that's cool, like I'm not even looking for anything right now, like I'm chilling. I was like the little good girl at like school, not looking for a boyfriend. I was just more focused on like school and stuff. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I didn't see anything of it. And then like, he would like tell me more about her and then saying like his problems and whatnot. And then I guess they eventually broke off. I don't know, I guess. But yeah. And then after they broke up, he was like, what do you see in us? Like, what do you think, like, what's gonna happen to us? I'm like, honestly, like, I see you as a friend right now, but I'm like, you never know, things can escalate. So I was like, you never know. And he's like, he wanted to start talking. And I was like, I mean, sure, why not? Like, let me give it a try, right? Doesn't hurt to try. Anyways, yeah. And it was like the first couple, my mom did not meet him until we were like a month and a half together, because of course he was older. He was 18, I was 15, so I mean, it's illegal, I guess. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. So he wanted to meet my mom and know that he wasn't gonna be like taking advantage of me and whatnot, because he was already 18, technically an adult, and I was 15. And he was a senior and I was a sophomore. So, but I told him, like, you know what, like, let's give it some time, like let's wait to see how long we're gonna like be together. Like, I don't want to take you to my mom and, you know what, and like not last. So I told him, like, just wait for a little bit. Like, he wanted to meet my mom in like in the first 2-3 weeks that we were together, like first 2 weeks that we were together. He asked me on the 28th. I didn't meet Diego officially, like in person. I didn't meet Diego until January 26th. It was a Sunday, I remember, because he had a soccer game. I think it was a Sunday or a Saturday. One of those two. It was on the weekend. And he asked me, like, oh, do you want to go to a soccer game? You know, I really want to meet you. I want to see you. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. Like, yeah, like, do you want me to take a bus over there? Or, like, you'll pick me up? Like, how is it going to work? He said he'll pick me up. I used to live in Highland Park, by Fallas Paredes, Avenue 55. So, like, I mean, I told him, like, I live by Fallas Paredes. If you, like, want to pick me up there, because he didn't have a phone, he had an iPod. So he will text me, he will DM me on Twitter from his iPod, and he lives in Cypress Park, literally like 5 minutes away. He lives by Nightingale Middle School. And he was like, okay, so send me your address. And he's like, oh, it's not that far away. I'll be there in like 7 minutes. And he's like, I'm gonna leave right now, so if you want, you can come out in 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, cool, like, all right. And then we made plans. And then when I was like so nervous, because I was like, oh my god, like, I'm actually gonna meet him, I'm actually gonna go out to see his game, like, I'm actually like doing this, like, I was like, I'm actually going to do it. And it was just a mix of emotions, I guess. And I'm the type that I'm super shy. Like, I'm really, really shy in person. Like, I can talk through text, like, normal, like, I can text you fine. But in person, I'm super shy. And then when he first pulled up, I didn't even know it was him. He was like, he just told me, like, I'm gonna be in a gray truck, like a gray Silverado truck. And I was like, okay. And I was literally just standing, like, by a little tree. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be in front, like, you know. And I told him, like, okay, I'm just gonna be in front, and like, I'm wearing like a pink shirt. And then he's like, okay. And literally, I was just there. I was just on my phone, like, I was just, you know, like, I was just playing a game, I guess, while I was waiting for him. And then, like, I saw a gray truck pull up, but I didn't think, like, oh, that could be him. Like, no, until like someone gets off the car, and then they're like walking up to me, but I'm not looking up, like, I'm on my phone, and I can just see it from the side of like corner of my eye. And he's like, Jennifer? And I look up, and I was like, oh my god, like, he looked so handsome, he was so tall. And I was like, my heart melted a little bit. I was like, oh my god, I mean, this is who I'm talking to, like, seriously. And I was like, oh hey, and like, I give him like a hug. And it was like, honestly, I guess that's where a point where I fell in love with him. You can just feel his, like, he's so, like, sweet, like, you can feel it. And there is when, like, I knew, like, wow, like, he is such a sweet person. And like, he's like, how are you, and this and that. And then I get in his car and we go to his game, and the whole time, like, driving, he was trying to talk to me, and like I would like give him like small talk, but I was always on my phone. Like I was on my phone like looking down. Like I was so shy. My cheeks were like blushing so much. So I knew that kind of like ticked him off. Like I knew that because like later on he told me like you were on your phone a lot, and I was like, yeah. I was so shy. Like I'm so sorry. Like I didn't know what to say. But when we got to his game, like his parents were there. So dang, I meet him for the first time, and I meet the parents. So it was like a lot for me. It was a lot to take in, and I was like, oh my god. So I met his parents there, and well, on the first, like when he picked me up, obviously his brother and one of his closest friends was there. So I met them, but like I never expected to meet his parents so quick. And then, well, yeah, it was his game. He was playing. He scored a goal, and then he says that, well, I mean, he looked at my direction. Basically, he scored a goal for me the day that we met. But, like, I thought he was looking at his dad because his dad wasn't that far away from me. But no, later in the day, he's like, that was for you. So I was like, oh, my God. How freaking cute. He scored a goal for me on the first day that I saw him. And then we went to Starbucks after his game finished, and that was it. And then he's like, oh, I'll text you when I get home and whatnot. And I was like, okay. I'm like, drive, like, be safe and all of that. And then, like, I honestly didn't think, like, oh, he's gonna text me, like, right away when he got home. And literally, like, 10 minutes later, I get a text, like, hey, I'm home. And I was like, oh, that's good. And he's like, oh, thanks for a nice time. I enjoyed it and blah, blah, blah. And then 2 days later, he wanted to wait until he saw me in person, but I guess he couldn't wait. So he asked me through text on the 28th. He was just like, I just want to wait until I see you in person to ask you. But I just can't wait. Like, I just want to ask you. And I was like, you're asking me to be your girlfriend right now? And then I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, do you want to be my girlfriend? 3 texts. And I remember I was in school. I wasn't during lunch. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I said, yeah. Yes. I said yes. And then he's coming right now. I see him coming. Hello there, sir.
Hello.
What the hell is that? Why do you have wine?
I'm gonna drink wine tonight.
We're gonna drink wine?
We're gonna get lit tonight.
Say hi to the vlog.
Hello.
I was literally telling them our whole story, how we met. The whole shebang. Right now, I'm at the part where you asked me to be your girlfriend through DM.
Through DM? Yes.
Yeah, he asked me to be. Because what? Because he couldn't wait?
No, I couldn't wait. They wanted to make it official before they stole you from me.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Diego's here. We can finish the story time now. I remember. I was telling him, like, I remember I was in school, and then it was during lunch too, because I was in the classroom with my favorite English teacher, and I was literally telling my English teacher, like, oh my, he asked me to be his girlfriend right now, and he's like, don't you dare say yes on the text. And I was like, why not? But I did. And then there was that. And then I saw you that weekend, and that's the first time you kissed me. He took me to McDonald's breakfast. And then he kissed me.
Yeah.
It was a little kiss. And then I saw you the next day for your game.
On Sundays, of course.
I went to his game, and then I met his other sister, I think, or both of them, or one. I don't remember.
You met my whole family, basically.
Basically, no, I literally told him I met your parents the first day I met you.
Yeah.
Who does that? Who does that?
Who does that? No, that's for Rita. That's her. For the one, when I was calling, when I was on the phone, I was asking her. So what kind of wine she likes? So I could give
Stella Rosa?
Stella Rosa, the black one. Since it was her birthday. I wanted to buy her a cake, but I'd rather buy her a bottle.
So she can get drunk?
I guess. She was late yesterday. Did you see all the Snapchats?
I did.
Oh my god.
I mean, no, I didn't really see them. I just like skipped through them.
Where's
the only one that I watched was yours. Like you were like dancing with that guy, and I was like, wait. I was like, that's Diego? Because I saw your shirt, and I was like, wait. What the fuck?
I know.
Anyways, we got distracted. It's supposed to be our day. I know, but I'm telling them the story.
Okay, we're gonna get off right now.
Well, just wait 2 more minutes. Anyways, after all of that, it was like I would go to his games every weekend. And then it was like that, and then Christmas, and then holidays. And then we hit a few like bumps on the road.
Of course.
We did. There's a point where he didn't love me anymore. Oh, bum.
I remember.
He remembers he didn't love me.
I don't remember.
You do remember. He broke up with me because he needed space. And how convenient that time that he broke up with me, I was going to Guatemala. So we didn't talk for like a full month and a half. Because I lived in Guatemala for a month. And I left to Guatemala. Yeah.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? I have pictures to show. And then breaking up again, getting back together, breaking up again, getting back together. That's the life. Try me.
No shred lettuce.
Try me.
Wait, hold on. Chicken, the menu.
You want?
Use the chicken.
You aren't an ass. I could have been eating Korean barbecue right now.
Get your stuff. Or leave your bag here in the back. Babe, I still need to get the bag in the back. Or you got it?
No. Well, let's end the vlog then.
We're not gonna end it. We'll be back later. We'll be later. Right now, don't worry. We'll be back later.
Good job, Ramad. That's good pressure.
Hey, vlogging. Diego's into his game. Are you upset, puppy?
Vamos, Henry!
He's upset.
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm home already. I didn't vlog so much at the game because Bub was already mad. Like, he wanted to, like, sock his, like, players. Not even his team, but he wanted to sock them because they were being dumb. Anyways, yay. Happy anniversary to us, puppy. 4 years and counting. How did I last 4 years with you, honestly?
I don't know.
Honestly. That's right. Anyways, thanks for watching, and don't forget about our $50 our 2 gift cards that we're gonna give out for our 50 subscribers. It's a Nike one and a Sephora one.
I thought it was just one for...
No, it was 2. Remember? We said one for like a boy and a girl, or like... Remember? He has short-term memory loss. He doesn't remember things.
Alright.
Anyways, we're gonna log off. We're gonna spend some alone time. You know what I mean? I'm kidding.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, and thank you for all the love. And I hope you guys enjoyed our little home video that we made of all of our videos. Our favorite videos from our 4 years. 4 years. Just say that.
4 years.
4 years. 4.
And we out.